Hello and welcome back to another Classic WoW video for Mists of Pandaria Classic. Now today I want to show you guys a couple of items that you really want to get at the launch of Mists of Pandaria Classic and just in general know about for the launch of Mists of Pandaria and for your leveling journey as well. Now this will be talking about treasures and gathering treasures in Mists of Pandaria, and for the purpose of that, well, you can download an add-on called Handy Notes and the extension Handy Notes Mists of Pandaria, or just find the extension for Mists of Pandaria for Handy Notes. This will show you all of the different locations for treasures on your map, but I'm going to go through a couple of them on this video as well. Now just to give you a couple of examples of what I'm talking about here, we have the Hammer of 10 Thunders, we have the Woden's Manted Shanker. I'm going to butcher so many of these names, by the way, just pointing that out, but you can get actual weapons here, and some of them are bound on account. Now you can also get experience, so if you are naturally running by some of these treasures while questing, pick them up. They give you about 5 quests worth of experience, or something like that, like 2, 3, 4, 5. They give a bunch of experience, and some of them actually gives you gold as well. So for example, I'm standing over the first one right now. I've already picked it up in the past, but it's located right here. And this is this teapot that was on the map previously, but I'm on it right now. And it's located on this table. Now that teapot gives you a bunch of experience once again, and also gives you 100 gold. It is obviously very close to the Horde village and kind of far away for the Alliance. So if you're playing Horde, this is really good for you. And if you're playing Alliance, you can for example grab it on your way to the Valley of the Four Winds. Now right next to here you also have this one right here, the Pandaren Ritual Stone, that also sells for about 100 gold. I think it's 105, so you're getting 200 gold just by going for these two treasures at the same time, and once again a bunch of experience. Now this one is located right here between these rocks right here once again. Now one more that is also favored to the Horde is this one right here, the Lucky Pandaren Coin. That one doesn't sell for quite as much, but once again, it's a little bonus and experience at the same time. So for the Horde, you have 3 treasures right next to where you're questing. You're literally questing and run naturally on top of these treasures anyway, and then you have 2 more on the outskirts all the way up here. At the Terrace of 10 Thunders, you have the Hammer of 10 Thunders, and you also have the Woden's Manted Shanker inside that well. Now that one can be a little bit tricky to notice, but it's in the well, but it's rare, which means if you and I go there right now and I pick it up, you probably can't pick it up, unless we're on different layers, so that one has a respawn timer. And that is kind of what the essence of this video is about, because some of these are absolutely insanely overpowered and they have a long respawn time, so you want to know about them, and if you can get them at launch or really early, that's what you really want to do. And if you're power leveling or leveling fast, you can get some of these while leveling as well. Before we go to the really powerful ones, like for example, we have this two-hander right here, a 450 item level two-hander weapon, bind to account by the way, so you can send it to alt as well, and it requires level 86. And trust me, if you have this at level 86, you will absolutely blast. Now, there's one more item you kind of want to know about as well, and that is all the way up in the Valley of the Four Winds. And when you go to the Veiled Stair, basically on your way from the Valley of the Four Winds to Kundlai Summit, you will go through the Veiled Stair. Now all the way up here you have the Hammer of Folly, also vendoring for 100 gold, and it gives you experience. That means if you pick up the Hammer of Folly, located right here where I'm hovering right now, and you pick up these 2 rares, the Ancient Pandaren Teapot and this stone, that is 300 gold for free, and experience as well. Just wanted to mention that. Now let's get into the real meat and bones of these rares, shall we? So at level 86, but you kind of want to get to level 89, you can go to Dread Waste, and over here you can loot a bunch of rares. I'm going to show you all the locations right here. There's also one like away from my face camera here, so I'm just going to take my face camera away here, that way we can see absolutely everything on the screen at the same time. Actually, we can just start with the ones that are in that corner, so we can get the face camera back as well. So we have the rear all the way down here in the southwestern part, all the way down in San Ves. You can see where the text pops up, right? So over here we have the rear called Dissector's Staff of Mutation. Now that name might not tell you anything, but we also have the picture right here. This is a 450 item level staff, intellect, stamina, bunch of critical strike, mastery, spell power, and once again requires level 86, and it's bound to account. Now 450 item level is very good at level 90, so when you get to max level, this is very good item level to have, and if you get this staff for example, you can set it to an alt for that juicy item level, already at level 86. So if you are trying to get these, you either want to get to level 86, then rush to the Dread Waste, or if you happen to level fast, you can just check these locations when you're questing in the Dread Waste anyway. So that was all the way down here at Sandves. Let's talk about this one, the Manipulator's Trinket. This one is a trinket, so it's like in the middle of the muck, briny muck, and it's on a glinting Rapana Whelk. Now, Manipulator's Talisman looks like this. This is a trinket bound to account. Your pet's attacks have a chance to deal an additional 50% damage as nature. And then don't worry about the number, it just deals more damage, right? Kind of a good trinket to have, it deals more damage as nature damage. Could be good for warlocks, could be good for hunters, and once again, it has 450 item level and requires level 86, which means you can send it to an alt, and it can be a juicy item level pump at level 90 as well to queue up for example, heroic dungeons with the group system, like looking for group system, right? Alright, we've made the map a little bit bigger here, so let's get into the next ones. So far we have covered this one, the Dissector's Staff, we have also covered the Manipulator's Trinket, then we can talk about the Swarm Keeper's Medallion. Now, this one is located right south of Kypari-Ik, which once again probably butchered that one, but you can see where I'm hovering over, and this one right here was the Swarm Keeper's Medallion, which looks like this. Now this one is not bind on account, so you have to like loot this on the character you want to have it on, unless they make some changes here, because they could make it so they're all bind on account, but following the OG timeline, this one should be bind when picked up. Either way, it's once again level 86 and 450 item level, which is quite good. Going back over here then, we also have in the rear all the way down here, which is possibly the one that most people want to go for. So if you're going for this one, you want to check it every single day you're doing a rare or doing a daily, or you want to get here while leveling, level fast, get here and check for this item. This is the Swarming Cleaver of Karos, once again, probably butchered it. This is a two-hander sword with stamina, strength, 450 item level and requires level 86. Absolutely insane, and if you're leveling a warrior for example, and warriors are pretty good by the way, like spoiler alert, this item is one you want to have, and it's very good. Bind to account once again, can send it to warriors, DKs, paladins, you name it. Going back over here, we also have the Blade of the Prime, which is like, you can see where it is, but it's basically in a cave at the Lake of Stars. Now, Blade of the Prime, going back over here, this is a one-hander, stamina, strength, mastery and dodge. Basically a tank item, but can also be used to pump item levels on anyone who can use a one-handed sword. Even a mage, just to pump item levels by having this in your bags. Don't even have to equip it, just have it in your bags and it pumps your item level. Once again, bind to account. Then we also have the Wind Reaver's Dagger of Quick Strikes. Once again, all the way up here, right where I'm hovering over right now, the Forgotten Mire. And when you're questing, this is the first one you want to check if you're questing normally, because you'll be entering the Dread Waste from these like mountaintops kind of, and you have a questing hub very close to where this is. So you can check this one while you're questing, and this one is a bind to account, one-handed dagger, stamina, agility, regular dagger, right? Once again, bind to account, 450 item level, and requires level 86. Then we have Malik's Stalwart Spear, right next to Claxives, so like the main capital city, or the main questing hub I should say, in Dread Waste, like right west of here, you have this spear. This spear looks like this. It's a two-handed, pole arm, stamina, agility, mastery and haste rating, once again bind to account, and level 86. At this point we don't have that many more to cover, we have 3 more, so let's talk about this one. This is a necklace, the Lucid Amulet of the Agile Mind. This one looks like this. It's a stamina, intellect, mastery, haste rating necklace, level 86, 450 item level, and once again, bind to account. As you can see, many of these are bind to account, so you can benefit from them multiple times, and they are very high item level, giving you a huge edge at the launch of the expansion. And second to last, we have the Blade of the Poisoned Mind right here, right in a cave, or outside of a cave, of the Heart of Fear. So Blade of the Poisoned Mind looks like this. It's a bind to account, one-handed sword with stamina, intellect, critical strike, mastery, and spell power. Basically for anyone who can use a one-handed sword and wants spell power, this is a very good option to have. And then we have the last item as well, all the way down here, and this one is inside an underwater cave that you enter a little bit south, east of where this mark is, so like roughly where I'm pointing now. There's going to be an underwater cave. You can swim inside here and loot this item. This is the blood-soaked chitin fragment. Once again, hopefully I said it correctly. This is not a bind to account, it's soulbound. Level 86, 450 item level, mastery, and also has an effect here. Whenever you kill an enemy that rewards experience, you gain the Bloodseeker's Fury, granting you 80 agility for 2 minutes, and this stacks up to 10 times, so 800 agility for a 2-minute buff. Pretty insane. Now, you probably heard me say that this requires level 86 once or twice during the video so far, and that is because number 1, they require level 86 to wear them, so as you can see if you go to the actual page here, this one requires level 86 to even be worn, right? But it's also contained in the Amber Encased Necklace. This is what you're looting this from, and if we go to the Amber Encased Necklace right here, this one requires level 86 to be looted. Unless something has been changed. Even though right here it says contains this, you have to be level 86 to loot it. Which may or may not be how it works in Mists of Pandaria Classic as well. You could get it level 85, you might have to be level 90, depends a little bit on what they do, and hopefully I can confirm this, or somebody else can in the comments, based on beta testing when the beta becomes available. Either way, the items in the Dread Waste will be incredibly sought after by absolutely everyone, because once again, 450 item level is very good when you're level 90. That is like almost heroic dungeon item level, and you need to have 433 to queue up for heroics. And then you get like 460 something from heroics, I think. 463, I think. Feel free to correct me on that one, but I think it's 463, and people will want to get these items, so I have a couple of, once again, just to summarize here. Number 1, either rush to the Dread Waste and try to loot them before you're even level 89, just to like try your luck out. If you go here at level 85, for example, or 86, you might be able to get all of them, if you're the only one doing that strategy, which gives you literally all of these rares, which would be insane. Or alternative number 2, just level fast, and when you start questing in the Dread Waste, remember where these are, and go and check them out. And then we have alternative number 3, you will be doing a lot of dailies in Mists of Pandaria, so whenever you're doing your dailies in the Dread Waste, just fly one lap around and look for these at the same time, and maybe over time you'll get 1 or 2, or even all of them. And that's pretty much it. So as we're getting to the end of this video, I do want to say that for those of you who want to min-max your gold making in Mists of Pandaria Classic, I have made a gold making guide for Mists of Pandaria, just like I make for pretty much every expansion at the moment. So we have a gold making guide here for Mists of Pandaria, talking about how to farm for gold in Mists of Pandaria, how to craft for gold, and just everything gold making in Mists of Pandaria. It even covers how to make gold in future patches as well, so if you want to learn more about making gold in Mists of Pandaria, check it out through the link down below. Alternatively, if you just want to support me and get a product back at the same time, that works as well. Once again, the link is down below, and because we're still in Cataclysm, at the moment, if you buy the Mists of Pandaria guide, you get a 2-for-1. So you will get the Cataclysm guide for free, you will get a code to download that one for free whenever you buy the Mists of Pandaria one, giving you effectively 2 guides for the price of 1. That way you can use the Cataclysm one to catch up on gold making right now, and then swap to the Mists of Pandaria one when the Mists of Pandaria expansion actually comes out. And that way you're getting the best of both worlds and making a bunch of gold. I will also say that we do have a Discord Discord community attached to the guide that you get access to. So over there you will get early access to videos, exclusive videos, and even more helpful gold making advice. It is possibly the best place to be if you want to make gold in the Mists of Pandaria expansion, so check it out through the link down below, and if you do buy the guide, thank you so much, your support means absolutely everything. Either way, if you have anything else to add about these treasures, do so in the comments, leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and thank you for watching. I will see you again in the next one very soon.